Aloha, Rich Alverson here. This is ICS321, and this is the first video of fall semester. And I'm just going to introduce you to the Lamaku website and go over some of the course requirements. So let me move myself. And so you should log into Lamaku, lamaku.hawaii.edu, and I have mine in student mode. So yours might look something like this. Let's see. So just click on the course. And the most important, I guess these widgets here are from the table of contents. If you click on content, these are this this is where all the important stuff is, pretty much. Um, and so here's the syllabus. This course is online asynchronous. There's a YouTube playlist, and this video here will be the first video of the playlist. And this is how you get a hold of me. We can have a Zoom meeting if you want. I can even come over to campus sometime. My main campus is Kapiolani, but I go over to Manoa every now and then. This is the textbook. You can click on the textbook here and get to it. I guess I did not make any of these links, but go to this URL. Here's the schedule. We're going to be You're going to do all your work in the textbook, plus you're going to be assigned a server, which I'll talk about a little bit in just a moment. And so you're going to do all your assignments, all your assessments are going to be on the computer, and everything is auto graded. In this class, everything is auto graded. There are three different types of activities in the textbook. There are things called participation activities, challenge activities, and then there's these lab activities. And these due dates here are for when stuff is, these due dates are recommended. Okay, so you can hand in stuff past the due date and you'll get all the credit. Uh, you know, um, up until December, it's the weekend after the last day of finals. So anything you hand in until the weekend, up to the weekend after the last week of finals will count for full credit. This is a breakdown of the points. You'll see what these types of activities are in a moment. All right, so that's the schedule. If you click on the textbook, you click on here and the link to the textbook. This is the textbook, and it costs $89. And I'm not going to, your textbook is not connected directly to Lamaku. I actually do a download and an upload. Cost $89. You got to subscribe by December 7th. You should subscribe now. And subscriptions last until January 7th. So that gives you some time. You can download the material. You can download the whole book in paper copy form and to keep it for later for your reference. All right. And so if for some strange reason I end up giving you an incomplete, you can get this date extended up until the time when you have to get the incomplete done, and they won't charge you anymore for that. They will confirm with me that you still need the textbook. All right, so these are, if you click on reporting down here, reporting, you can see your progress for each of the different classes of activities. Now, the progress you're seeing here is for the whole class. It's for the whole class, but yours will just show your own progress. Let's take a look at some of these. Database basics. Okay, so this just, some terminology. You should click through here. Examples of public data sets. this is a participation activity. You click through this, you read it, you click the arrow, different kinds of data. This is good for machine learning type stuff. The last type is data on, from nasa.gov. Okay, so now I've clicked through it, and so I get a check mark there, and so I get all the points for this participation activity. And if I were to go back here and look here, I would see that there will be some percentage there. So so that's an example of a participation activity. Here's another one. You see there's nothing there. If you connect these up, let's see, government data sets like this, and Kaggle is this one. Open data, City of New York is probably this one. If you answer the wrong one, it just says it's incorrect, and you just correct it. And once you do that, you get all the points. Let's see, here's another click through thing, click through that. Oh, there's multiple choice questions. Where would a bank customer's account data be directly stored? So this is more terminology stuff. Banking database system, banking database, and customer accounts. It would be here, maybe. Okay. If you answer it wrong, it tells you why, and you just answer it right, correctly. Which of the following manages the bank database? I don't know. This one. Which of the following would prevent unauthorized access to the bank database? I don't know. This one, maybe. How would a bank customer access their data? Through this. All right. More terminology, more clicking, see how these things all work. Some more multiple choice. All right, let's go to let's see one that has a challenge activity. Let's take a look at a challenge activity in section 1.3. Okay, here you're actually being introduced to SQL statements. And so there's insert statements, select statements, update statements, and delete statements. And select is just displaying data that's in the database. Inserting is you're inserting records. You can update one record or a bunch of records that have a particular characteristic or attribute, and then you can delete records. So this pretty simple. Just so you understand, only one of the queries does not change the database contents. That's true. It's only the select statement just looks. You just look at it. These things actually change the database. So that would be true. All right. Here it actually gives you examples of these kinds of database SQL statements. The insert statement looks like this. You have an account, it's a table, a bank database. It has an account table with ID, name, and balance. Click through this. Account table has 2 rows. Here's this account table. It's got 2 rows, 2 individuals. The insert statement can add. Here we're inserting into the account table 290 for the ID, Ethan Carr for the name, and 5,000 for the balance. So the order of these values matter. It's got to be in the same order as the table. Here's an example of selecting. So here we're going to select just the names of people from the account table, just the ones whose balance is greater than 3,000. So that's why in the list of the results, what was returned is only Raul and Ethan, because those two are the only ones that have balances over 3,000. See, and then we have update statements where you can update. So we're going to update the balance of ID 380 or 831, which would be Raul, and we're going to set Raul's balance to 4,500. So that's what that is. And then we can also delete records. Here we're deleting the middle one. All right, and then we got the check mark. So you can see it's a pretty easy way to learn. It's pretty comfortable, low key. Here's an example of the create statement. To create a table, you say create table and then the name of the table, and then the attributes or the field types and so on. And in databases, they're a lot more strict. So it's not like an Excel or even in a lot of programming languages. Um, Databases are even more strict because they can because you can specify size limits and 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 so these are some example types. There's lots of different types, but the integers, decimal numbers, which means they have a decimal point, they have a fraction. Varchar means character data, variable length character data. And a date, for example, stores the year, month, and the day, and you can sort by it. So you can click through these, Let's go to a challenge. Here's a challenge activity. Okay, so in this one, let's just start it up. And we're supposed to pick the new row's name. Okay, so there's an insert statement. We're inserting into the table called country, which is this table. We're going to insert these values. We're going to insert Latvia as the name, Riga as the capital, 24,000 as the area, and 1,930,000 as the population. So what is the new row's name? I guess it would be Latvia. It's correct. Let's go to the next one. Here we're looking at a select statement. So we're going to select a capital. So just something from this column here, from the country table where the area is less than 8,500. So we want all of the capitals where the area of the country is less than 85,000. Sorry, 85,000. So that would be this one, not this one, but this one. So there's the resulting table has 3 capitals. Now, I'm just going to show you what happens if I put the wrong answer. Okay, 4. Let's say I put 4. Okay, boom, wrong answer. Didn't get the check mark. Expected 3. Explains why it's 3. This have areas smaller than that. So they give you another chance. Click next. We're still on 2, but it's a different problem. So select capital, again, from country, where independence year, oh look, there's an independence year column, where the independence year is less than 1900. So that would be this one, and that's it, just 2. So the resulting table has 2 capitals, okay? And we check that, and we get the right answer, and we get the check mark. So you can go through and do these. Why don't I do them real quick for you? In the above table, select the row deleted by the following query. We're deleting from country where the name is that. That would be this one. So this is the one that's being removed. And check, and then we got it right. Next, it's select the row and the column changed by the following query. So we're updating country where the population density is 1060. That would be 10. Oh no, we're going to set the population density equal to 1060. Which record are we going to set, or which records, could be more than one? The one where the name is equal to 80. Okay, so that would be this one. And we're going to be changing this number. Okay, Got that? Check. And I got it. So I got the fourth check mark, and then I got this check. Okay, that's a challenge activity. Let's see oh, okay. Let me just go over this. Okay, so this is the first lab. And this lab is basically um, setting up the Sequila database on your server. Now you're saying, my server? What's my server? Let's go back to the La Lima and let's go to assignments. And here are the assignments. There are like 12 of them, I think. And so the first one is setting up the Sequila database on your MySQL server. So go here and read the directions, and you will see that everybody has a server. If you registered really late, you might not have a server, and if that happens, just email me. If you're one of those people and you don't have a server, then just email me. How do you know if you have a server? Well, your server address is actually HTTPS works also, either one. Your uhusername.ics321.org. So my username is Richard H. .ics321.org. ICS321.org. So mine looks like this because I got a bunch of stuff in there already, but yours should just be, you should just see a CGI bin directory. And you shouldn't have any of these here. So, and then, so that's where your server is, but where you do stuff is your username.ics.321.org/cpanel. Okay. And your login is the first 5 letters of your username, or if you have less, just all of them. So the first 5 letters of mine is RICHA, and then 321. So the first 5 letters plus 321. And then the password is, it's X is the first, see, it's this. Capital first letter of your last name, lowercase first letter of your first name, and then your 8-digit UHID, followed by the %, then a hashtag, then an exclamation point. So mine is, it's capital H, lowercase r, because my last name is Halverson and my first name is Richard. And then my UH user ID, my 8-digit UH user ID, which is, I think. And then %, hashtag, exclamation. Enter. Okay. Now, and this is your control panel. And we're going to be doing stuff in the databases section. There's all this other stuff. You can check it out. You can try stuff out. Some of it works. Some of it doesn't work. It's up to you. But this is a standard cPanel control panel. If you sign up for HostGator or Bluehost or whatever serving Linux stack hosting company, you can get cPanel. I like cPanels. Anyway, so we're going to manage databases and we're going to do this PHP myadmin. Now, if you have trouble logging in, and you can't get it, just email me and I'll make a short little video doing it. And maybe you mixed up, your capital first letter of your first name followed by, or something like that, or you got something. Don't worry about it. It's no big, it's easy to do. It's easy for me to make a short video. And it is possible that it doesn't work. Um, I think once there was a problem where the password ended up being a password that it didn't accept because the person's 8-digit number had a big pattern in it or something. So, and if that happens, then I'll change something and get it to work. All right. In my class, no question is a bad question. Okay. Even if even if you tune in late and somebody just asked that question when you weren't here, and then you ask the same question, it's okay. I'll just answer the question. All right. So here you go through this, and then when you're done, you do this create table statement and paste it into here. Paste it right here, and you should see, okay, then you submit for grading, and you should get all the points. Uh, so if we go back to here, oh, is there a video? Okay, so you're going to use this SQL, you're going to use this thing. Oh, here's a video for your help, for helping. Okay, when did I make this video?
In this lab,
Okay,
uh, the idea is you can
okay,
first install
all
MySQL.
right. So yeah, this is it 1.6 or is it 1.7? Okay, okay. Uh, in today's textbook, it's Lab 1.7. I think it's because I added this SQL sandbox here. This is the SQL sandbox, and you can I think this has okay, it doesn't have anything. All right. Well, anyway, all right. So if you go back to here, go back to content, you'll see that there's previous playlists. And previous playlists as all the play since I've started using this textbook. Okay, now this textbook is highly configurable. So if you look at some of these old playlists, you're going to see stuff in there that is not in the textbook anymore. And you'll notice that in those older versions of the textbook, there's stuff that's not in the old ones that are in the new textbook now. So just keep that in mind. And the numbering is going to be different. Um, and so you can see that a lot of these earlier ones I made a lot of videos, and later ones I don't, and that's because I refer back to the earlier ones. Uh, I change stuff every semester, but there's a lot that stays the same. So, usually you can go back and find something that I did before. And this semester's playlist is going to be right here. There isn't anything there yet, but this video will be there. Let's see. What else was I gonna say? I don't think I need to say anything else. I'm just gonna course overview. Yeah, I guess that's about it. Okay, so I'm gonna make more videos. I gotta we have to have these online courses. We need to have regular substantive interaction with the students. So I'm gonna do that, and you'll also notice when you look at these assignments that for every one of them, there is a video on how to do it. Now, some of these videos are actually a little
Grammarly now uses AI to help you write, not
that they make money off my videos. Some of them are older, and the assignments can change a little bit, and so keep that in mind. You can't some of them you'll just be able to follow along and just do what I do, and others are not. And the ordering is changed and everything. Okay, um, so this semester, let's see, did I say that here? Oh yeah, here. Okay, so here's the auto grader for the server assignments. here's the server assignments, and when you click on the link, you get to the assignment. Okay, why? Because Lamaku is not. I mean, it goes down sometimes, and sometimes you can't, whatever. Uh, so it's all documented here. So everything you need is also here. You can always get to the textbook, and you should always be able to get to this page. This is for fall 2025. Make sure you're on FA 25 because there's ones for all the previous semesters. But so you can click here and you can see the assignment. See, so and then when you do the assignment, you type in your cPanel username and password, and then you click here, and it'll grade it for you. Now, I've done all these assignments already, so mine are already up there, and so this is what it looks like when you get all the points. And basically, this confirms that you've uploaded the Sequila database correctly. Okay, and it's just a couple steps, and then boom, all this is there. So that's for that one. And for example, then you go back to here, and there's another schema you have to do, and that's this one. And yeah. And then here, you're actually going to write some trigger. You're going to write a couple triggers, write a couple stored procedures. And so this thing tests that. It tests your triggers and so on. And you're going to make some APIs. Down here, there's a little bit, I think one of these I don't even completely do, but by the time you get to here, you should be able to do it all pretty easily. Oh, something I'm missing. Okay, I guess that's here. All right. So when you look at the schedule, yeah, go back to content. They kind of the assignments kind of correspond with the textbook. I tried to do that. Here we're going to start database programming, and that's where you learn how to do triggers and stored procedures. And I do think it's important that you know how to do these entity relationship diagrams, because if you're ever in a big production environment, your boss might want you to do these entity relationship models. And so you don't really need to hand anything in for these. You just have to do the activities. I don't even think there's any labs. Let me see. Oh, I guess there is. There's a couple of labs. Okay. So you're able to these labs actually initialize the Sequila database, and then you do these exercises here. Pretty soon, I don't know, pretty soon I don't even need to provide you a server. I started providing a server back before I was using this textbook. I used to use another textbook, which I thought was a really good textbook. But then I wanted to have assignments to do some of the stuff that you learn. So I wrote this. So I set up the server, and I wrote all the auto grader programs. Each auto grader program here I wrote and tested it, and so if you think the auto grader is wrong, just email me. It might very well be wrong. You might have introduced a case that I didn't consider, and you might run it and it doesn't give you hardly any information. Well, when that happens, just let me know and I'll go in there and look, and it's don't think it's operator error on your part. It could be a programming bug on my part. All right, so keep that in mind. All right, so I'm going to make more. I don't think I'm going to go any further here. I'm going to make more videos for the class, as we go along, and to keep you informed. And if you have any questions, just you can email me or you can text me. I'll move myself here. You can text me at this number. That's the easiest way to get a hold of me. First time you text me, just tell me who you are, and I'll make a little note that you're in my class. And then, of course, if you have anything more elaborate, you can send me an email, and we can meet anytime. So, all right. Good luck with the class, and let me know if you need any help. Hope this helps.